Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and welcome to Adventurous Music Fridays. Every Friday we do an iconic record, at least according to me, and we talk about it just in general terms, and hopefully you kind of check it out and we get kind of a dialogue going in the comments, and we either inform each other of something, or maybe you hear a record that you really, really love that you've never heard of, or a player you've never heard of. Obviously, guitar will be kind of a focal point, but for the most part, there's going to be some instrumental music as far as like a jazz quartet that won't have guitar, or maybe even a string quartet by, whoever. So we're going to cover a lot of ground. Hopefully, everyone finds a record that they might find something that they like about, and we can kind of go from there. So today, we are doing Bill Laswell, and this record is Hear No Evil. This record came out, and I think it might have been the first Bill Laswell record I bought. Bill has done a lot of music, and he's produced a lot more. And there's just something about him, whether he's working with Buckethead or Nicky Scopoletis, who I believe is the guitar player on this, but just an incredible bass player too. So he's done a lot of really great stuff, and this record was the first that I got that I heard like an approach to music that, in a way, instrumental, not overly complicated, but sounded amazing and just had this infectious element to it. It always has a deep groove, whether it's implied or not, and the bass playing's iconic, and then he surrounds himself with great players. And it's not like a solo fest. It is not a highly technical instrumental record. It is kind of like creating a piece of music that takes you somewhere, so to speak. So as far as players, El Shankar, the Indian violin player, is on it. Like I said, Nicky Scopoletis is the guitar player. Zakir Hossan is the tabla player. Someone I have no idea how to pronounce their name. And then Daniel Ponce. So that was what he was really great at, is taking these kind of very different kinds of players, Indian musicians, American musicians, and kind of mixing it up. And he did that with the band Material as well. And he just had lots of different groups. And but this record was the first I heard. And I just say, if you love kind of instrumental music that creates an atmosphere, and it's not new age music or anything like that. So I want to say there's some guts to it or whatever. It's got a lot of energy, and it's not like they're completely just doing this kind of truncated, ventilated, kind of minimalistic kind of approach to like instrumental music, but it's almost like they're trying to create a mood as opposed to lots of valleys and peaks as far as like instrumental kind of licks and stuff like that. So it's just one of these records you got to check it out, and you may or may not like it, but for me it was one of those records that I've had this record since it came out, which would have been 88. So I probably didn't actually have it in 88. I bought it probably in the early 90s, like when I first started to get into this kind of music. So anyway, so Bill Laswell, credible bass player, credible producer. Check his name out. Check this record out. Hear No Evil. And we can go from there. These records, the CDs, are, as far as a physical copy, are pretty hard to find. And as far as Spotify, I'm not sure where it's at. I remember looking quite a bit, and it was hard to find. He has a huge catalog, or did, and I don't know if it's represented very well. Now, that's the cool thing about YouTube. If you type something in, most likely, and I'm not talking about their music channel, but I'm just talking about someone that takes a CD and puts it up to listen to, most likely this is on there. I have not checked, but anyway, give Bill Laswell Hear No Evil. Give the record a shot. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you're into that kind of thing. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And thanks for coming.